Well, you know what? In 2 years, that guy's going to be a star. We'll trade for him. I don't know why, but they're good at it. And so that's where my hope comes in, that they're able to make something happen. Jeff, have a good one. You and I will catch up on Friday, where you bring me the scouting report for the Houston Texans as we get ready for the Browns game this weekend.
All right, I'm on the case, Chief. All
right, Jeff Gorman, have a good one.
You too. Thanks a lot.
My man, Jeff Gorman, Indians101.com. You guys can tweet with them at Indians_101. That's the dash that's on the ground for those of you guys that don't know. Indians_101. All right, guys, let's take a break, get you some news, come back, talk some football in hour 2 with the doctor. Dr. Football going to join us here. We'll talk Browns and Bengals and his thoughts on the Browns' victory, the Steelers' loss, and the Browns alone this late in the season, alone in first place for the first time since they moved the Browns. Yes, since they moved the Browns. Let's talk about that. Look ahead to Houston. Carson Palmer, my man's down in Arizona. He knows firsthand how much that one hurts. I still can't believe what a freaky coincidence. He signs his last contract, big money, 10 days later, ACL. Signs this one, boom, next game, ACL. Amazing. Nobody should ever sign a contract with Carson Palmer in the future. Carson Palmer should never want to sign a contract. From now on, hey, man, can we just handshake and slide cash under the table? Because I'm not signing any more contracts. We'll talk about all of that and more. Look back, Dr. Football's disappointments and surprises in the first half. Of course, I'm sure the Browns, one of them. Let's do it. Talk some NFL with the doctor. Dr. Football coming up next after the news here on The Fix, Hour 2. Coming your way.
If you try to knock me, you'll get whacked. I'll stir fry you in my wok. You need to start shaking and your fingers pop like a pinch on the neck of Mr. Slop.
The Sports Fix, your choice for intelligent talk.
I'm expecting a very important delivery at the house, so could you please call me if it arrives? I'll give you my cell number. 401-555-1125.
440.
No, I was just repeating the 4. 1-4.
1-4.
Intelligent talk.
Okay, 1125.
1125. 155.
I'm not giving you quantities of the numbers. I'm giving you the numbers. 1125. Those are the last 4 numbers.
Oh, I see. 1125.
Yes. All right. Now read the number back to me.
Let me get my pen.
The Sports Fix will be right back.
Hi, this is Joe Tate, and you're listening to The Sports Fix.
Business owners and professionals, do you want to take your business, your product, your team, your event to the next level? You want to advertise right here with the Sports Fix. Our listeners are among the most loyal listeners, terrestrial or internet. The Sports Fix universe is not only the radio show, but tens of thousands of fans on Facebook and Twitter. Email me, Jerry Myers, thesportsfix@AOL.com. That's thesportsfix@AOL.com. And let me help you swing for the fences and hit it out of the park right here on the Sports Fix. Whether it's an oil change or a new set of tires, Quick Lane at Valley Ford Truck has you covered for your automotive car care needs. They're your neighborhood quick service experts. They also offer a low price tire guarantee. Choose from 13 brands, and if you find the same tires at a lower price within 30 days, Quick Lane at Valley Ford will refund the difference. They're open late Monday through Thursday until 9 p.m. and open early Saturday so you can check it off your to-do list and get on with your day. They also have a newly remodeled service lounge and additional service bay just for Quick Lane oil changes. Quick Lane at Valley Ford Truck is located at 5715 Canal Road, right under the 480 bridge in Valley View, just down the road from Independence. 5715 Canal Road, right under the 480 bridge in Independence. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane. QuickLane.com/Valley Ford Truck. That's QuickLane.com/Valley Ford Truck.
Portions of the Sports Fix brought to you by Harry Buffalo. Harry Buffalo, join the herd.
Good morning, I'm Bob Picozzi. Just how important is time of possession? The Panthers controlled the ball for 38 of the 60 minutes and lost by 24. In his first start at quarterback in 23 months, Mark Sanchez passed for 337 yards and 2 touchdowns in the Eagles' 45-21 lathering of Carolina in Monday Night Football.
It felt great. You know, a couple easy throws that I want back, some plenty of things to clean up. By no means was it perfect. I'm just proud of the way our team played offensively, defensively, and special teams, especially with this salute to service game. We love our troops, and we support them, all the men and women fighting for us.
The Eagles are 7-2. They keep their half-game lead over Dallas in the NFC East. 49ers linebacker Aldon Smith will return to work today. He's been reinstated after serving a NFL substance abuse and personal conduct policies. Who will replace Auburn in the top 4 in the college football playoff rankings? Those rankings will be released tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time on ESPN. Buck Showalter got 17 years. Ned Yost took the Royals to their first postseason in 29 years. One of them should be named the American League Manager of the Year tonight.
The certified service experts at your Buick dealer would like you to think about anything but the maintenance of your Buick. That's their job. If you don't know worry-free service, you don't know Buick Certified Service. Visit BuickCertifiedService.com for the latest service offers and everyday value pricing.
You're listening to the Sports Fix.
Welcome back to the Sports Fix live across the Sports Fix Radio Network. Hour 2 kicking off here. J-Rock with you, Jerry Myers, welcoming you back in. Going to be joined momentarily by Dr. Football. Doctor's in the house every Tuesday talking NFL, Browns, all of that. We're going to go around it all here. Speaking of, I heard that in the break, Aldon Smith getting reinstated. Did you guys know? I saw this the other day. Meant to bring it up on the show, and it just never came up in the topic of conversation. Aldon Smith's playing this NFL season for free. I don't know if you guys saw that, but between because he owed money back for forfeited signing bonus and all of that from the discipline. And so because of that and the prorated portions and the salary and all, he owes them more money than he's getting paid for this season. So he's actually going to have to pay them some more money next year before he's square. Aldon Smith becomes the first NFL player playing a season for free. He's actually paying to play in the NFL. He's paying, like that this year to play. He's paying to play in the NFL. First time it's ever happened that way, just because he owes his contract back. But I thought that was interesting. He's back. Hey, that's what you get. Don't run afoul of the law and do all these stupid things. Don't go with making bomb threats at airports and being domestically. What? You guys don't have to argue. You don't ever have to go in front of an arbitrator. Adrian Peterson doesn't have to be mad right now that nobody will let him play football. You can just be playing. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it's your own fault. Yes, he's paying to play in the NFL, Aldon Smith. Hey, guys, since Dr. Football is on the phones, you guys got to keep it rolling on social media. Facebook.com/The Sports Fix. Tweet with us at The Sports Fix CLE. Email us, thesportsfix@AOL.com. I'm going to go to the phones. Dr. Football in the house, Bill Chachkes. Bill, how you doing this afternoon?
J-Rock, what's going on?
What's happening, my man? Yeah, did you hear that? I don't know if you have ever heard of anything like that, because I do believe it's the first time ever. But yeah, somebody, you hear about it in high schools, paying to play football. But Aldon Smith paying to play this year because of the money he owes the 49ers back, man. Shouldn't have spent that money so quick, man. Now they want their money back.
And you know what else? And you know what else, Jerry? He's got... I am led to believe that one of his 2 residences is up for sale, along with 90% of his firearms.
He's in serious financial straits right now. Yeah,
he's a huge collector, and I happened to get a message from one of the auction houses this week that his collection of military surplus rifles is up for sale.
I'm just saying. Brian Hoyer gets to play football this week. Johnny Manziel gets to play football. Well, he gets to practice. But the point being, these guys get to show up. Anybody you want to name. All the other 700, 800, 1,000 players that get to show up and practice this week, they get to do it just fine. So I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for the guys that have any issues that are of their own causing. No. I'm with you. So if he has to sell his firearms, maybe he shouldn't have them, because he doesn't sound like that mentally stable of a person to begin with, But anyways, right. Adrian Peterson, I don't know if you saw that. Did you see the story? They're all fighting tooth and nail right now with the NFL to try to get Adrian Peterson reinstated. immediately. They think he should be able to play right now. I'm going to say kind of along the lines of what I just said. We say it all the time, Bill. Playing in a professional sport is not your living. It's not what you do. It's not, when people say, well, a guy's got to make a living. I'm sorry. It's a privilege. It's not your living. Your living is a job. You can have any kind of a career. It's a privilege. So excuse me if the NFL makes you wait for a week or two before they decide when you can go back and play football. They didn't have any problem making Josh Gordon or dozens of other players wait until they saw fit. But, this is like a big deal now. They're firing urgent grievances because he needs to be reinstated. He was to plead guilty or no contest, excuse me. You knew you could have stalled that out if you sit and you wait until they tell you when you can play again. I don't see because it would work that way for any of us at our job, and it should work.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I definitely agree with that. I mean, he should maybe cool his jets a little bit. Certainly, one guy who is happy that he's playing is number 3 on the Philadelphia Eagles, namely Mark Sanchez. And I'm sure Rex Ryan is kicking himself in the back of his neck right now.
No, he's not, because he's a goofball. Absolutely. Rex Ryan, I'm sorry, most overrated coach in the NFL. I got to tell you, not a Rex Ryan fan, but you brought up Sanchez. Okay, let's go there. Look at him last night. Now, I asked the question at the beginning of the show, can you plug any quarterback into that offense and just watch him go? Because maybe that's the truth. But Mark Sanchez looked like the quarterback that you thought he was coming out of college, or at least that some people thought he was coming out of college. Truly looked like that franchise type of quarterback for one game there last night. And instantly, the first thing I said is, well, I guess we just answered the question. Was it Sanchez or was it the Jets? Because it must have been the Jets. I'm not saying that this is the new and improved Mark Sanchez. I just think that he was better than necessarily the situation made him be there. And hey, he didn't rise above it either way. But last night, he sure as hell looked like an NFL quarterback. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, no question. And, those of us who were covering the beat in New York for a long time knew it was the Jets and not him. I mean, maybe he's a little bit of an airhead, but, how many guys aren't a little bit of an airhead? I've always had good dealings with him. When I met him and spoken with him in person, he was always very giving of his time to charities. And, I knew that he was a capable quarterback. I wasn't saying he was a world beater like some people said. And when he was drafted by the Jets, right away the Jets fans came out and said, oh, it's the savior of the franchise. Like,
you know it.
Not so fast. Not so fast. If anything, the two guys that kept him upright the entire time he was on the Jets were Mangold and Ferguson. And they still to this day anchor that line no matter who the quarterback is. And, that's the issue, is finding the right quarterback for that system. And that's an issue that every single team has to follow through on. Obviously, with the Browns, we know that Hoyer is the correct choice for the time being. Hey, I like Johnny Football, but, everybody has to cool their jets a little bit and let things play out the way they are right now, because things are looking good. I mean, if you're sitting in Berea right now, things look pretty good.
Yeah, we'll get into the Browns here in just a second. A couple of things off of what you just said. We know firsthand how quarterbacks get ruined before you even get a chance to see what they've got in a dysfunctional organization. We've seen it for year after year since 1999. So that's obviously a big part of that. Real quick, Nick Mangold from The Ohio State University, by the way. Did you notice him back body drop one of the Steelers the other day? That clip was priceless, man. I just like buddies just send me clips of things that happened over the weekend and stuff. I get a kick out. Speaking of clips of things that happened over the weekend, did you guys get a chance, Bill? Did you see Brock Osweiler? And the clip, it's going viral. I think it's pretty funny. If you haven't, just Google search Brock Osweiler video. It'll be the first thing that comes up on Google. During that blowout the other day, right? It's like 41-10 or something like that. And he's the backup quarterback for the Denver Broncos, for those of you that don't know who he is. So he's the backup quarterback for Peyton Manning. And he was told that he was going into the game to mop up. It was the whole fourth quarter still to play, but there was like a minute left in the third quarter or something like that, and so the team gets